And we back, baby. Y'all know what time it is. This Mr. One Gotta Go show. Find me on all platforms, baby.
And this is Jay File.
And this is the Front Page Podcast.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit the notification bell as we continue to bring you hot content all the time on the front page. Because why? Anytime somebody on the front page,
by now they got to know.
It's cracking on the front page,
cracking.
right? It's got to be front page worthy when you bring somebody down.
Absolutely.
Not just anybody,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm always excited when we got a guest down here, but this brother right here,
Man, talk about
I
it.
mean, I met him a long time ago, though.
Way
you know what I'm
back.
saying? So this relationship done been building for years. you
Way,
feel me?
way back.
Way back. So I was a young buck. I even had hair. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, that was some.
Both of us.
I could be here
That
10
was
minutes.
some time. You said both of us.
Going over
all three of us.
Yeah. For sure.
Hey, we all had braids. at some
Everybody
point.
had braids back in the day. But I could be here 10 minutes, man, giving you the rundown of me and this man's history. But I ain't going to do it because we
Bring
got to
him on,
dive
though.
right
Bring
to
him
the
in.
questions.
Yeah.
You feel me? So none other. On the front page, we got one of the hardest singers the game has ever seen. One of the hardest songwriters the game done never seen.
on now.
Somebody that done worked with all artists on the low that you didn't even know he wrote that for them. So none other. We bring it to the front page. The big
front
homie,
page.
TQ.
Yeah.
What's happening with you,
Finally
man?
made it.
Thank you
Finally
for coming
made
to the
it.
front
Finally
page,
made it.
baby.
Yes, sir.
Me, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. The brother's busy. We gonna dive into his franchise media real quick. That's what he's busy doing. You feel me? It was hard to get him here. He's always shooting sports in Las Vegas because this is a sports city.
It is.
And the
It is
homie's
the
always
sports city.
working.
Real
So
talk.
before we get into what I want to talk about, I want to get into what you love. You feel me? The sports. So where did franchise media come from, bro? And how you leave music to go do that?
I mean, I wouldn't consider. I ain't gonna say I left it. I'm always gonna be a songwriter. I love music. That's my first love. Always has been. But I mean, I wanted to play football, man. That's what I wanted to do. You know, from the first time I saw the game, from the first time I went to a game live, it was USC with my dad. I was a little bitty little kid, young enough to sit on his shoulders, and I fell in love with it. So, but you see me, man. I stopped growing, so that wasn't gonna happen. But it's just crazy how life just comes full circle, man. Me and a friend of mine, well, he kind of had the idea because we would just get together and debate sports. We would just talk sports, and the whole family, my family, his family, everybody would just be entertained.
For sure.
Listening to us talk trash about sports. So that's where it was born. And, you know, it was an idea that I'm a real researcher. You know, I've been out here a long time.
For sure.
Going back and forth from here and home.
Yeah.
I kind of started researching and I saw it happening. Once they started easing the gambling across the nation, I started seeing it like, man, this is going to be a prime spot. And then, oddly enough, my ex-partner was out at the football owners meetings in Arizona. Remember, the Raiders was trying to go back to L.A., and the NFL told them no. But what they didn't report was a couple of the big boy owners pulled Mark Davis into another room and said, you ain't going to L.A., but we got Vegas for you.
And I was the first one saying, hell no. Don't bring these motherfuckers to Vegas. The biggest chief is in Vegas. I was the first one saying, hell no. I laid on the runway hoping the plane wouldn't land. You feel me? I was just...
Did nobody care about none of that? What you
Come
talking
on,
about,
man. I'm just saying, bro.
It happened.
But there's one good thing about y'all being here. The GOAT get to come to town once a year.
Oh, man. Who?
You feel
Who
me?
you talking about, Joe?
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes.
No, the GOAT works
The
for
GOAT.
us.
You know what I'm saying?
GOAT is
Who?
in the building.
The GOAT can't help y'all win nothing.
Yeah, dude.
He's
You
just
see?
there for good looks. That's
man,
Tom Brady. We
Am
gonna
I-
get
are we gonna finish this?
Yeah,
Or we
go
gonna
ahead.
Go talking
go ahead.
about
Nah,
that. man?
go ahead. I'm
And
sorry.
You have
When
to
you
put up with this
all the time.
when you
All
start
the
talking
time.
Raiders,
All the
bro, I
time.
get boiled. I can't help
He
it.
do. He look right at me, too.
Yeah, you feel me? I can't help
Dude,
it.
it's a
But go
headache,
ahead,
man.
But go
Yeah,
ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Anyway,
the owner and the president of Raiders pulled my boy to the side. They celebrating the little news that they got. They told him he could come out here and announce it. So he came out here, got on all the news stations, told everybody that, look, Raiders are coming to Vegas. And from that point, I said, all right, well, we got a reason to have a company now. and we put it
And
together.
he got one, bro.
Yeah.
And he don't just be shooting, bro. The homie shoots Super Bowls, playoff games.
Yeah.
He just said he about to shoot the Olympics. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So the
that's
homie,
crazy.
he's doing his thing. It ain't no just, entertainer turn it. Nah,
Right.
he really
Nah,
running that
man,
Like,
damn
it's
company.
a real company.
Yeah,
Y'all
for
shoot
sure.
real live, yeah.
Real live
accredited
company.
news agency for the state of Nevada.
That's cool.
We are not, I got no issues with content creators. I feel like that's where it's going. That's what it's based on now. That's the future. That's the wave.
Yeah.
But we are a news company.
Gotcha.
So we put out an article every single day on Las Vegas sports, multiple articles. We report on the Golden Knights, report on all UNLV, high school football, the Raiders, the Aces, Formula One, UFC, WWE, anything that come to Vegas, you can come to franchisesportsmedia.com and read the news, watch highlights, watch interviews, videos, all of that. We like an ESPN for the city.
So, what did you have to? Because we had a news anchor on, sports news anchor on at one time, and he gave us the background of all the things that he had to go through.
Yeah.
So, and that's just to be an anchor. We talking about a broadcasting company.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So talk about that. Like,
I mean, it's a
what has
whole
been the
process,
challenges?
man. It's after you get all of your legal stuff taken care of, your licenses and your permits and all of that. After that point, it's about proving yourself to the teams that you're gonna cover.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a pecking order. And with us, like, we're fully independent. And my competition is Fox and ABC, NBC, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we ain't funded. We funded by these pockets and by that music y'all been hearing for all them years, you know?
Ooh, I'm glad he brought up the music.
I mean, hey,
I was waiting.
That's why I was double done. I was waiting. I was
yeah.
waiting. The music is here. Now we can talk about the music, baby. Look, no, only because, bro, I was a fan, and I was a fan even before I met you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we met because of Big Q. You know what I'm saying? What up, man? He gonna see
Big
this.
dog.
I'll tag his ass too.
Yeah,
That's
tag him.
I will. I'm gonna tag that nigga for sure. But man, I did my homework last night. I was chilling. You know what I'm saying? I said, I know about the homie career, but let me just go back a little
a
more.
deep dive?
It might be something I might have missed. You feel me? And I don't be wanting to be
Probably
lying
so.
when I'm up here. You feel me? So normally I don't say another podcast name, but he is the homie. I done met him a few times. You was on that note, Sean Stockman.
Oh,
what
yeah,
up,
yeah,
Sean?
yeah.
We
What's
kicked
up?
it in the room
My
before a
boy,
minute.
what up?
Yeah, I seen that I was doing my homework, man, and I did not know. I thought you was a solo artist all the way through, bro. I did not know you was in a group first.
Oh, yeah, man.
I did
started
not
I didn't
know
know
that,
that either.
bro. I
Yeah,
did
you
not
didn't know that either?
No, sir.
Nah.
Yeah, man.
I always thought he was
news to me.
solo. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
You?
because for sure, me of all people, right
Right,
here. No, I
wow.
swear,
Historian.
bro, because when you came out, it was just West Side. You feel me? It wasn't he came from this group coming of age.
Right.
It wasn't that. It was TQ by himself.
Yeah, yeah,
Normally they say where you come from, but you was just banged on them West Side.
Yeah, real talk.
Real quick, you feel me? And I didn't know you was in the group, but the story you said though, I didn't. I respect songwriters because I'm a songwriter myself. You know that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Sure.
You wasn't even trying to get in the group. You was just trying to pen the music for him.
That's it, man. The group's manager, my manager, Teresa Price, shouts out TT. That's who I was with all weekend. We had a golf tournament, celebrity golf tournament with a bunch of Hall of Famers and stuff this weekend. So shouts out. That was a great event. She, much love to you. Keep it going. But yeah, I met my manager. I was working at a record company, at A&M Records. I had an internship there. And I just kind of went up to her one day and told her I sing. And she was just kind of like, yeah, okay, everybody sing. But then I told her I write. And when I told her I write, she perked up. And make a long story short, that turned into her explaining to me publishing and copyrights. And at the time, I'm a kid, man. I thought I was 15.
Right.
I didn't know that the people singing the songs wasn't the people writing the songs.
Right.
Right.
So she opened up the billboard and she showed me the little small name in parentheses. She's like, that's where the money goes.
That's who's making all the
That's
bread.
who's making the dough. Then she brought out a notepad and wrote the pie chart of the publisher share, the copyright share, how long, who makes what. From that point, I ain't give a damn about singing.
Yeah.
I don't have to sing.
Pen
You
to
mean
pad.
tell me I can write Michael Jackson, I can write for Whitney Houston, I can write for this person. It's like you can write for anybody.
Yeah.
And man, from that point, my whole thought process changed from wanting to sing and be on stage and make records to just imagining people singing my song.
Man, that's the best feeling in the world,
Yeah,
bro, on everything, because that's really where the bread really comes from. You
Absolutely.
feel me? But I also didn't know, I did my homework on the front page. We got TQ here. You got to know everything.
Yeah.
I didn't know, bro, the song West Side, that Pac's mom had something to do with that song.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that, bro. Kick that for the front page.
Yeah,
When
man, so
I learned that, I
was-
said, Tupac mama had something to do with that?
for sure. That was,
Damn.
That was a record that she was doing a tribute album to Pac with a lot of like other artists, people that Pac had worked with, people that Pac's producers was working with, and I just, my A&R man, I was signed to Atlantic at the time, and I was just kind of in limbo, fighting with them. They didn't want me to do the kind of music I wanted to do.
He was banging, singing.
You
on
know,
them,
you
though.
know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And they was like, man, that ain't gonna go nowhere. But my A&R man at the time, Mike Karen, he was like, yo, this project that these guys from the Bay are working on, and I think this might be a good one for you. I think you could fit on this well. And he said Mike Mosley. I already knew the name. I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah.
For sure.
Let me go. We went to the studio, and they told me that the project was gonna be, it was a Phoenix project. She was putting together this project that was gonna be this Tupac tribute thing. I went in the studio, and Mike was playing me a bunch of beats. I'm like, yeah. Like, he was just saying, pick something you like, but Rick Rock and Femi Ojetunde was in the studio, like in the actual vocal room. So the studio that we was in, it was at EMI, and they had the whole like band room. So one of them was in one room playing the drums, other one was in the other room just on the baby grand. And they was just playing around with some chords. Yeah. And every time Mike would stop a beat, I would hear the sound from in there, and I was just like, man, what is that though?
Yeah. You in there banging, but what's over
Yeah,
there?
what are they doing right there? So
The
he was
music
like,
is over there.
yeah,
Where's
he's
the
like, they
music?
just messing around, man. And shit, man, about 20 minutes later, when I asked him, okay, can I write something to that? It took us about 20 minutes, man. We had West Side.
West Side was born.
Right there.
Bro, that was one of the hardest songs. That came out 97?
98.
98. Okay, yep, bro. When that came out, we was all, you see the homie out there throwing up
yeah.
banging and singing on him. Like, oh, man, that nigga's
I
hard.
feel like I remember
I
that.
know
You
it's
getting home from school and you see the video and I'm like, this is
Yeah.
dope.
He was banged out
Back
out
in the
there.
day.
You feel
You know
me?
what stuck with me, man, with that song? Like, I think what came out of me that day was the day that Pac had died, me and my homies just like hopped in my car and we just rode around LA playing Pac music all day. And like the amount of people that was in the streets crying, man. People on the bus stops crying. Stop, you get a drink. In the mini marts, they crying. You see people in the car just bumping to his music with their eyes closed at the red light. It was the saddest day that I could remember in LA. It was more sad than the riots. Like, it was sad.
Hey,
man.
Pac was
And
Pac was
Yeah,
Pac
he-
was
yeah,
that
he
nigga.
was.
some
And I think
Pac
that
was
just
that
kind of
nigga.
stuck with me, man. I just always wanted to get that out. Like, I always wanted to just do something for the coast.
Yeah.
You
And
did that shit. That
That's
motherfucker's
how I
a
came.
timeless hit, bro.
Still,
like
still,
summertime.
still.
By Lil,
for
you
sure.
feel me? That
Thank you,
motherfucker's
bro.
timeless, nigga.
Thank you.
So you don't got to run through because I'm sure it's a lot. But who are some of the people that we wouldn't know, everybody would know that you wrote for? Just
Straight
just
up.
real quick, just a couple. Just drop it,
man.
and bust their eye a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
man,
sure.
I done wrote with all kinds. Mostly it was co-writes with so many people, man, from R. Kelly to NSYNC.
You wrote for
to-
Kels?
I ain't gonna, you don't write for Kels.
I'm sorry. That was,
You say
I
you
know,
write with him.
That's why I
With
said
him.
it with so much.
Yeah,
You feel me? Because I know a Kelly song when I hear it.
Yeah,
Even if he don't sing it, I know who wrote
Yeah,
it. You
for
feel
sure,
me? My
for
bad, co-wrote.
That's it, period.
Co-wrote.
It's
Co-wrote.
most of it's been co-writes, man.
Okay.
From NSYNC to like, I mean, I did some stuff on Miami Vice soundtrack with Jan Hammer. So like, yeah,
That's
like it's
wild.
been across
That's
the board.
hard,
I got, European artists, another level.
I already know.
I
Sarah
love hearing
Connor,
that kind of
like-
stuff because
Me
it's
too,
always
bro.
because artists are always so bigger than what you know.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
Like NSYNC, you know what I'm saying? Even from West Side to NSYNC
Yeah,
to
man.
European. Man,
Go
that's
to the
what I love.
homie house
Yeah.
now. He
across
got
the
plaques
board.
on
I
the
love
wall
it.
still.
I love it.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
for
you
sure.
know, it's
Boy,
like,
just got
Yeah,
work
no,
on the wall. You feel?
For sure.
once they take them boundaries off, man, it's like overseas is where stuff really took off for me because here everything was always genre based. Whereas over there, it wasn't a black radio station, white radio station. It was all one radio station. So I'm being played after Britney Spears.
Okay.
Before Michael Jackson. Then here comes Backstreet Boys.
For sure.
Then here comes, you know what I'm saying?
You're in the mix for real out there.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
So your fan base is so much more broad because you get played on the radio with so many different kinds of music.
I heard that.
And then I looked up when I signed to Sony, who's just a huge international company. They was kind of having a problem getting hip hop off in Europe and Asia because of our accents. We don't even consider ourselves having accents. But to them, when they learn English in school, they still couldn't understand what we were saying because when you rap too fast for them to get it at that time. Now, this was back in the 90s. So my record company was like, would you be down to come over here because you could kind of usher this in? Yours is set to music. You're singing yours. It's a little bit slower, and they can sing along with you.
And it's still the culture.
There it is.
Oh, man, that's bruh, I'm going to tell you one else because I did my homework. I'm glad you brought up overseas, bruh, because I did not know, man. Dre told you to cut that overseas stuff out and come on over here for the Up and Smoke tour?
He didn't tell. He told me that I could get on the tour. And that's when I said, I'm going back home.
He said, I cut that off.
Bro, I was there. I went to the Up and Smoke tour. I was there.
Yeah,
bro,
for sure.
That shit was amazing.
That was the best.
Bro.
That was the best hip hop tour ever, man.
I don't think we'll get another tour like that, bro, as a fan in my eyes in a long time.
No.
I heard a rumor they might come back and do it again, but
really?
AI can
one
make
of
anything.
the best tours.
You
One of the
feel me?
best tours. You want to say that was like one of the best?
For sure. Up and Smoke tour.
Yeah.
Oh, you had
People,
him,
like a Woodstock.
Snoop,
People still talk about it.
Yeah,
I know.
him, Dre, Exhibit, just anything
Nasty.
West
All
Coast.
West
bro.
42
That was-
nights, I came out and watched the show I opened the show and came out and watched the show every night. It was that
That was
good,
one
man.
hell of a show,
Right
bro.
on.
They had the big skull.
Yeah,
flying
it's
out.
crazy.
Somebody want to smoke, bro. That shit was
crazy.
so hard,
That's
bro. It was one of the hardest.
It was crazy.
You got any crazy stories on there, man?
Oh,
I know you done seen the
man.
craziest
What?
shit on that tour. You probably can't say, but what's maybe PG? You might, you know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
want to keep it all.
I tell you, the second to the last show, I think it was in Denver. So Dre and them would come out and take Hennessy to the neck during the show, right? So we get a hold of a case of Hennessy, which was one of the sponsors for the show. And the last show, we just say, fuck it, we're going to have us a good time tonight. So we wasted. We are wasted. So I had a little go-kart. I would come on stage in a little Prowler. Remember the Prowler?
Yeah.
It was a little go-kart I would drive onto the stage. So this night I had on a Timberland boot. You know how I had the grooves in it?
Yeah.
Well, I had broke the gas pedal on my joint. And it's only like a rod, basically, to press the gas. That joint got stuck in the grooves of my Timberland.
Too much motherfucking Hennessy.
Man, I drove right
much
into the
motherfucking
soundboard, bro. Thank God the soundboard was hidden behind the speaker, so nobody out here saw me. But the production crew, the sound they wanted to kill me. That wasn't the last night. They probably kicked my ass off.
They glad the tour was probably
And then
almost
come
over.
to find out, Dre and them was pouring their Hennessy out and putting apple juice in their shit. They weren't even drinking it.
Wow.
Our stupid ass.
You
We
think
the
that's why he a
youngest one.
billionaire
Young,
right now?
'cause young.
That's why he a billionaire right now. He was filling the motherfuckers up with apple juice on you niggas. You niggas was
Yeah, but man, that was
man.
crazy, bro. It was so, the Canada dates. We get to the border. Anybody that's a felon, anybody's got anything on their record can't get in. So that's the whole tour can't get in.
The whole tour can't get in.
Man, look, Dre, Snoop, Eminem, I think Cube and them, they just took a private jet and they got in that way. This was 4th of July weekend. The rest of us went to a park in Detroit and just threw a party with the buses, bought a bunch of beer, invited the whole, just went crazy.
Yeah.
Went crazy.
Right on.
Just had a big ass picnic.
Hey, Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta
That's
pivot.
crazy, man. Dre, you was a cold motherfucker,
Hey,
bro, for filling
apple
up the
juice.
Henny bottle with
Smart.
apple
Yeah,
juice,
they,
bro.
man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's crazy.
That's smart. We was just
That
stupid.
is smart. Yeah. Well, we said that's why he a
Yeah,
billionaire
real talk.
right now. He
Real
was on
talk.
his game. You feel? He was on his game. But bro, I do want to know because you had a 10-year too with Cash Money, man, and they got the Cash Money versus No Limit coming out.
Who you? But I'm do your thing.
You know we gotta ask him, but we kind of already know what he go. But we might not know what he gonna say. You feel me? But it's coming out here. I know you're gonna be in the building.
Man, I'm going with the home team, bro.
That's why I already
Cash
knew
Money.
you was going with Cash
Cash
Money,
but
man.
Let me not listen.
Right.
Man, KL versus
Mannie.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
that's gonna be blow for blow.
Yeah, me and my
Them
wife was
two
listening
hella
to No Limit
producers.
and Cash Money this morning,
Yeah,
trying to see
yeah,
what was happening,
yeah.
just getting ready for the fight.
Yeah,
You feel
yeah,
me?
man,
How you end up signing with them, bro? How did that even come about? Because I don't even know that for real. I was just happy you did it.
Like, they came out to LA. I had heard about them because my family's from the South. And when I would go down there, they was on this little rapper, BG. They love BG.
BG.
All my family used to play BG, and so I got on the BG too. But they had come to LA to promote Juvie's first record. And they just got on the radio and they asked my dude, Julio G, yo, where's TQ at? Can you find TQ? And this particular day, he called my manager and said, hey, Baby and Slim, these dudes from Cash Money, you know, the dudes just got the $30 million contract.
They want to highlight
They
you.
looking for TQ. And
hard.
I was rushing home from the studio because Shaq and Kobe was in the finals at the time.
For sure.
And she calls me up. It's 405 traffic. I'm trying to get to the Valley. Game about to start. She's like, you got to turn around. You got to turn around. I'm like, what? She's like, you got to go meet these dudes. You got to. And then when she said, this is BG's people. This Juvenile's people. I said, oh, all right, let me go check them out. So I went to their hotel, and Baby and Slim just came out. Was like, man, look, we fans. We fuck with your shit heavy in New Orleans. I'm like, yeah, I done been down there and did mad shows. Yeah. And he was like, man, some of them shows is because we fuck with you so hard. And it was like, at the time, places that I was going, like just on promotional tours and stuff, like, you know, to back in the day, we had the in-stores and shit like that.
Signings
People would always, these store owners and these radio stations would always say, you know Baby, you know Baby. Baby was in here talking about your record. I'm like, man, I don't know Baby.
That's crazy.
So we linked up on some straight respect for each other's music.
That's dope.
And then I just kind of kept this relationship going with Slim. And he was like, man, I'd love to have you over here on the roster. Like, all my artists fuck with you. Like, when we on the bus, we listen to your music heavily.
That's hard.
And he's like, man, I don't think them people over there at Sony know what they doing. And this was at the time when Sony was having a regime change. It was after my first album, going into the second album. The domestic company was fighting with the international company. My second album had already came out over there and was blowing up. And over here, they talking about, oh, we don't think it's strong enough. You need to come back. And I'm like, man, I'm not kind. Y'all ain't gonna see me until Dre called.
Until Dre called.
Right.
That's
No
when
doubt,
I'm like,
no
yeah.
doubt.
But yeah. So it was just a relationship. So even when they was coming to some of the Up and Smoke shows, and they had a tour going on at the same time. I think it was then with Rough Riders, I think it was.
Yeah.
So I was like I was leaving to go and do dates with them. Baby would bring me out on stage. I sing West Side, and like put some in my pocket, and I'm going back to the next city.
Yeah.
So it was just a good, cool relationship. And then finally, Slim was like, man, them people, I tried to get you out your deal. They told me if I call back, they gonna sue the fuck out of me.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah, he was like, man, but if you can get yourself out, you can find a way to get away from them. I'll give you a deal here. I definitely have you here. So.
Damn,
I figured
that's
out
crazy.
a way to get off there. A little shady little move I did. And
Damn.
That's wild.
Yeah, he good. He can come in. Yeah, he can come in for sure. Dang,
yeah,
man,
so I got
that's
myself
crazy.
off and ended up going over there, man. And my thing was, look, I just did my re-up with my publishing company, and working with them was gonna allow me to do that, get that off quick. You know,
sure.
when you
Yeah,
sign
yeah.
a publishing deal, it's about how many songs you turn in, how many songs are released.
For sure.
So I was ready to re-up again,
Ready
quick.
to re-up.
Yeah.
So, man, how was that song? Baby, I'm a stunner. I ain't gonna hey, that's my jam, man. How did that come about, bro? What was that studio session like? Did y'all record all that together, or you sent the hook? Like,
No. We was in there together with that.
that's hard. That's the best way to make a hit.
Yeah, it was at Patchwork.
Remember, I thought I made it because I was in Pat. Bro, no lie. See, I love nigga always pull my receipt when I got a story to tell. I was working on my album, bro. We was in Atlanta, and they used to always say, "Oh, you got to go to Patchworks. If you somebody, you got to go to Patchworks, right?" So I had a manager at the time. He was helping Usher's career out. So he was convincing me and my brother to really make noise. We got to go out here to Atlanta, and you got to record out there. I'm like, all right, fuck it. So. And we went out there. We stayed in Atlanta. I made my first album in a week, and then I came to the studio. I seen TQ. I was like, "Nigga, I made it. Nigga, I'm in Patchworks. You know I gotta make it now."
Yeah.
I seen Baby upstairs recording, but what was so cold, nigga? I had the big room downstairs.
Yeah, sure did.
Everybody else was upstairs, so I was like, "Okay, nigga, if you got the biggest room in the studio, somebody's gonna come down." Like, who is this nigga that's got these major niggas upstairs?
Right. Got
And
us
I
in the
did.
little
He was
room.
there.
Yeah,
He
it
could
was
tell
just-
you.
yeah,
You feel-
yeah.
Yeah, for
Waiting on
sure.
his ass to hurry the fuck up.
That's what it
Now
was
this
like.
was before
bro.
you knew him, or did you
No,
know him?
No, we knew.
Yeah, I
I
knew
met
him.
him before that. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
But
yeah.
it was like,
Couldn't believe he's in there. I'm like, damn, nigga.
That's the homie.
I don't be
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
And that's why your ass right here, right?
Hell
Nigga, like,
yeah, come on,
damn.
man.
Nah, we grinding, man. We grinding.
All
So
day.
all y'all did that together? That was dope.
Yeah,
What
man.
that
Fresh
moment
was like, man, I wanna redo that Dennis Edwards song, man. Like, I know it's been done a couple of times, but we ain't did it yet.
Straight up.
So
And you put the
Draws
yeah,
on
man.
it.
He started playing that joint. I'm like, okay. And I say, I got it. We just gonna keep the same melody, flip the words up to make it fit us. Wayne went in there and smoked that motherfucker, and that was that. Yeah. That was that. Off to the races.
man, what was Wayne's process like, bro? Because you seen Wayne before he grew into the best rapper alive. When he was just Lil Wayne, this was before everybody was crowning the nigga the best.
Right.
You feel me? So what do you think happened that he was just okay right here, but then sooner or later, this nigga just got off the chain. Everything he was spitting was fire. Like,
Man, he was
what was his
always-
work process like,
He was
bro?
always off the chain because his work ethic was impeccable. Baby said this nigga's gonna be the best rapper alive, and he was in his early teens when the first time Baby told me that, and I said, look, let me get Wayne on my album. I was working on my second album, and I said, let me get a song with him, and we did the Charlie Brown beat, dun, 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 and they ended up not clearing it.
Damn.
So we had to switch to another beat. But when he came to the studio that night, Baby was like, "Watch this," right? Wayne hadn't heard the song or nothing, man. Came in the studio. It was at an old bank in New Orleans, so you can look downstairs and see like the little parking lot or whatever. He came in, he listens to the song one time, then he goes over to the vocal booth. You know how it has the window in it? Mm-hmm. And he opened the door a little bit so that he could see his reflection in the door. Now I'm looking over the side outside. The little nigga got his car running still. So somebody's in his car. Damn. And the car is running. He stands in the mirror. Play that for me one more time. He a kid at this point.
Yeah.
He stands in the mirror, kind of rapping to himself, looking at himself, like doing a little, okay, I got it. Wow. Man, the man went in there, one take Willie.
One take
One
Willie.
take Willie.
Smacked the
You
song.
gotta be one take Willie. What song
Asked
was
Baby, it was called Ride On.
that? Okay.
He asked Baby, is that okay? Can I do my ad-libs? He said, yeah, do a couple of ad-libs for him. T, you got anything you want him to say? I'm sitting there flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh.
He got the car running still.
Yeah, so then he comes out, he waits for us to listen to it. He looks at Baby give him the approval. He say, TQ, you like it? I'm like, nigga, I love it. Yeah. The man gave us a pound, and thank you, man. Walked out, hopped in his he had a little little yellow Mercedes compressor. A little small 320 or something like that. Peeled out.
That was it.
Probably
All
was
she
there
wrote.
half an hour.
Damn.
I'm
Show
sitting
up and
there
show
like,
out.
I'm looking at Bird, and that fool is just dying laughing.
He like, I told you.
I told you.
I told you.
Damn,
That's what he do.
bruh.
Shorty gonna be the hardest rapper alive. Watch.
Yeah, Wayne is cool.
And Wayne is one
He
of the
is.
hardest,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
He really is. That
Oh,
boy's, I can't even say his penmanship
some
in
of
case
the-
he go off the head, but
Some of the stuff that he used to give away, like before he blew up, like he got on the whole I gotta get on this mixtape thing, right? He was one of the first ones on
mixtape
the
Weezy.
mixtape, man.
Yeah,
And
mixtape
he was
Weezy.
giving music away, and it was driving Baby crazy. Baby was hating it. He was like, man, he would come and talk to Slim like, man,
you give
this
it
nigga
away.
giving the songs away and wah. But that's what blew him up.
That's what blew him up.
That
for
he had
sure.
his little homies,
100%.
his little squad or whatever, and they would come and they would go in the studio and it was just outtake stuff, man. It was just stuff that we wasn't really using.
Yeah.
And they would get on it, do their shit, press up their little CDs, and it'd be all over the streets. The next day.
That's beautiful,
Crazy.
bro.
That's wild.
Damn, man, bro, I'm enjoying this interview, bro.
I can go on forever.
Man,
I want
you got
thinking of
TQ
some more
here,
questions. Who
bro.
else I
Man,
know
there's
that y'all
some
could
more
ask you
questions,
about?
man, you know what I'm saying? But man, before we close it out though, T-Man, I want to thank you for coming, bro. Only because I know you being busy, and I know you, so I just appreciate your time.
Come on, man. I
down,
told you I
fucking
was
with
gonna
us,
do it,
man.
man. I've been fucking with you a long time.
I
my
know,
dude.
man, but I
you
still just wanna
always
show you
been
my
the same
appreciation.
dude.
I ain't never changed.
You always been the same dude, and I can't say that about a lot of people.
You feel me?
real.
But
It's only a few of us out there.
Real talk.
There's only a few of
Real
us out
talk,
there,
real
bro.
talk.
But my next question before we get out of here, when we gonna get back in the lab, bro? I'm ready to go. He got the studio at the crib.
He
we
been on me.
said we was gonna do
Yeah, real
something.
talk.
I'm
Gotta
ready.
get it. We
bro.
gotta get a-
football season creeped
get a
up
single
on me,
coming
man. Look,
Bruh.
it slows down right after Thanksgiving.
Cause of you, I ain't even worried about the U.S. Let's just go back over there.
Yeah, real talk.
Let's take the
You and me
music
both.
over.
It's
Yeah,
about that
we
time,
take the
bro.
music over there, bro.
Yeah, it's too much bullshit going on
Way
here
too
anyway.
much. We can go over there and just give him
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
feel
yeah.
me?
Real talk, real talk.
Oh, everything, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
just
get in
saying,
there, man.
I got him on camera now. Front page.
Yeah,
You
for
said
sure,
it.
for
I
sure,
set
for
him
sure.
up.
It's gonna
We
happen.
got to get in the lab and make a hit. You feel me?
What's gonna happen when it's coming out?
Soon as hell because
So you gonna
before
have you gonna have an L to the Raiders by the time this comes out.
a nigga always got to pull some bullshit out before it's over with.
Wouldn't that be crazy
Yeah.
though?
It's not
I want to
gonna
see
happen.
it
Yeah,
because
we had to
I
come-
want to see when we come back how quiet it's
Real
gonna
talk.
be.
He ain't gonna have no questions to ask, nothing to say. He gonna be sitting over there sad.
Are you crazy?
I thought you
He
gonna
gonna
wear
have
that
a lot
big
to say.
stupid baseball
He gonna find
cap,
something
that
to
big
say.
dumb
Hey, man.
hat you have.
Hey, nah, that's
I'm
the
glad
best hat
ain't
you ever
wearing
seen
that.
in your
That's
life,
the
bro.
worst hat ever.
And on that note, before they get to hating on the GOAT, we out of here, man. I am one half of the show, Mr. One Gotta Go Show.
And I'm the other half, Mr. J File.
And this is the Front Page Podcast. Make
Yeah.
sure y'all like and subscribe on all that, man. TQ right on for coming through.
Man, thanks for having me, bro.
West side on you niggas, man. Front Page worthy.
Let 'em
We
know.
out.
We out.